took me aside and said the job was as good as mine. I'll have to call him tomorrow. I may have to go into town to talk to him about it. We start rehearsals a week from Monday, and then it goes to Philadelphia, and Wilmington, and Washington, and then it comes to New York in the second week of December. There are 9 big musical numbers, and there's a big tank on the stage that you can see through. And the finale takes place with the entire cast all underwater. I mean, can you believe it, Mama? I'm going to be in a Broadway show.
What is she talking about? Do I know? Am I her mother?
How can you be in a Broadway show? Don't you have to sing and act?
I can sing.
No, you can't.
A little.
No, you can't.
I can carry a tune.
No, you can't.
Well, I probably won't have to. They're just looking for dancers.
On Broadway, you have to sing and act.
How do you know? You never saw a Broadway show.
Did you tell him how old you were?
He didn't ask me.
He didn't ask if you were 16?
He just asked me to audition. My God, isn't anybody excited?
I am. It's the most fantastic thing I've ever heard.
Thanks, Eugene. I'm glad somebody's excited.
How can you go to Philadelphia? What about school?
School? Mama, this is a Broadway show. This is what I want to do with my life. Algebra and English isn't going to help me on stage.
Aren't.
Please stay out of this.
You mean not finish school? Not get a diploma? Do you know how hard it is today for a girl to get a decent job without a high school diploma?
But I've got a job, and I'll be making more money than 10 girls with diplomas.
You don't have it yet. You still have to audition.
It's as good as mine. Mr. Beckman told me so.
And what if, God forbid, you broke a leg? Or got heavy? How long do you think they'll keep you? Dancing is just for a few years. A diploma is forever. I know. I never had one. I know how hard it is to find a decent job. Aunt Kate knows. Tell her, Kate.
It's very hard.
Then why did you send me to dancing school for 3 years? Why do I spend 2 hours a day on the subway, 4 days a week after school, with money that you make going half blind over a broken sewing machine? Why, Mama?
Because it's my pleasure. Because I know how you love it. Because you asked me.
And I'm asking you something else. Let me do something for you now. I could be making almost $60 a week, maybe even more. In 2 years, when I get out of high school, I won't make that much with a college diploma.
I can't think now. It's almost dinner time. Uncle Jack will be home soon.
Mama, I have to know tonight. I have to call Mr. Beckman tomorrow and let him know if I can go on Monday. Please let me audition. Let me find out if they think I'm good enough. Please don't say no until Monday.
It was a tense moment for everybody. I love tense moments, especially when I'm not the one they're all tense about.
Well, God knows we can use the money. We all owe Aunt Kate and Uncle Jack enough as it is. I think they have as much say in this as I do. How do you feel about it, Kate?
Me? I never voted before in my life. Why should I start with my own family? I have to heat up the potatoes.
Then we'll leave it up to Uncle Jack. We'll let him make the decision.
Why, Mama? I love him, but he's not my father.
Because I need help. Because I don't always know what the right thing to do is. Because I say so, that's why.
I need bread. I don't have enough bread. Went across the street to Greenblatt's to get a fresh rye bread.
But I was at the store this morning.
So you'll go again this afternoon.
I'm always going to the store. When I grow up, that's all I'll be trained to do. Go to the store.
Don't want to go? Never mind. I'll go.
No, don't do that. Don't make me feel guilty. I'll go.
And get a quarter-pound of butter.
But I got a quarter-pound of butter this morning. Why don't you just buy a half-pound at a time?
Suppose the house burned down this afternoon. Why do I need an extra quarter-pound of butter?
If my mother taught logic in high school, this would be some weird country.
So, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. Leave me alone. Don't just sit there watching me.
It's my living room as much as yours. I don't have to leave if I don't want to.
Do you have to stare at me? Can I have any privacy?
I'm just staring into space. I can help it if your body interferes. I bet you're worried.
How would you feel if your entire life depended on what your Uncle Jack decided? I wish Daddy were alive.
He would have said no. He was really strict.
Not with me. I I mean, he was strict, but he was fair. If he said no, he always gave you a good reason. I wish I could talk to him now. 1 3-minute phone call to heaven is all I ask.
Ask Mom. She talks to him every night.
Who told you that?
She did. Every night before she goes to bed, she puts his picture on her pillow and talks to him. Then she pulls the covers up halfway and goes to sleep.
She does not.
She does too. Last year, when I had this big fever, I slept in bed with the both of them. In the middle of the night, my face fell on his picture and the glass cut my nose.
She never told me that. That's weird.
I don't remember him much anymore. I used to remember him real good. But now he disappears a little bit every day.
He was so handsome. Always dressed so dapper and his shoes always shined. I always thought he should have been a movie star, like Gary Cooper, only very short. Mostly, I remember his pockets.
Pockets?
When I was 6 or 7, he always brought me home a little surprise, like a Hershey or a top. He'd tell me to go get it out of his coat pocket, so I'd run to the closet and put my hand in the pocket, and it felt as big as a tent. And there were all these wonderful things in there, like juicy fruit gum and spearmint lifesavers, and bits of cellophane and mashed up pieces of tobacco and movie stubs, and nickels and pennies and rubber bands and paper clips, and his gray suede gloves that he wore in the wintertime.
With the stitched lines down the fingers. I remember him.
Then I found his coat in Mom's closet, and I put my hand in the pocket, and everything was gone. It was all emptied and dry cleaned, and it felt cold. And that's when I knew he was really gone. Oh God, I wish we had our own place to live. I hate being a boarder. Listen! Let's make a pact. The first one who makes enough money saves it all up to buy a house for you and for me and for Mom. That means every penny we get from now on we save for the house. We can't buy anything. No lipstick or magazines or bubble gum or nail polish. Nothing.